I'm just sitting here working some of this Obsidian to get it ready for medium grid. I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with it. Removing some of those little marks in there so it will make a nicer mirror-like finish. And I thought I'd come in here and talk to whoever decides to show up. Now, I've never done a live before, so I don't know anything about comments. And see if I can make this so I can see what anybody might have to say. Catfish Hunter, there you go. It doesn't have to take much off of some of these. There's somebody there that I know that said hi. I told her I was going to come out here and play with rocks, but I didn't tell her I was going to go live. Just trying this as an experiment to see how well it goes. I already have some graveyard point. But right now I've got Obsidian on the brain, and that's some pretty good agate. There'll be a video featuring some graveyard point coming out here in the future. Now this here, see how it's concaved, curved in that way there? On a flat map, I can't fix that. Now, if I had the sander grinder polisher up and running, I could work that out. So for those of you that's here, let me see if I can bring this up. There we go. It's hard to do it in the LED lighting. There you go. There's fire right there. This material is from the CBC2 claim that Emery Coons is one of the claim managers. See if I can get to come up again. It says it's hard to get it. There it is. Hard to get it with the LED lights. I had another piece earlier that just really glowed quite nicely that I put on Facebook. But in addition to regular Obsidian, I can also multitask and show off some of the pretty rocks that I've done in the past. One of my favorites. And there's still a little notch in that right there. No, it is not claims on Obsidian. It is claims for magnetite. Obsidian is the host material. And you can go through all the BLM records and you can verify that. But magnetite is what creates the fire inside of Obsidian. and it is a claimable material. Almost getting it. There, it's gone. Now some of these harder edges I put on here, just do a quick run around with it. Smooth that out. Look at it real quick. This one here is going to have some fire in it as well, but it's going to show up after this rock is polished. Yeah, quite can't see it. So in addition to this, you got to also understand I love petrified wood. This is the polished petrified wood from Saddle Mountain, Washington. This stuff is a lot of fun to work, a lot of fun to dig. And look at that beauty. So let's find another piece of obsidian here to work on that doesn't need too much work. Now let's show you an example of one that I really don't want to work on this flat lap. That wasn't jasper. That was that's agatized petrified wood from Saddle Mountain, and then that's the jasper. So I don't know if there's a lag or what's going on, but yeah, that's the jasper. And that's the Saddle Mountain petrified wood, which is agatized. Now you see this one here with these deep crevices in here and deep grooves. I'd probably be better off to run this one here on a trim saw and literally cut that part off. I did have another one sitting out here. That was a very bad example of one to work, but I'll come across another one here soon. This one here is going to have some gold sheen in it. Once it's polished, you can be able to see it. Now this batch, I started off with 4 barrels, 12-pound barrels full of obsidian. And I have a feeling it's going to be reduced to less than 3 after just the first coarse grit and me pulling out the ones I do not want to carry on because of poor quality. And I'm going to roll it in medium grit silicon carbide 120, 220 for 5 days. There's still a little bit of a spot in there. You can see it there in the reflection. Let's try to get that one out. It's going to be pretty deep. So in addition to that, while that's going on, here's one of my favorite pieces that I've polished. This one here, the details on it is just incredible. There we go, that's gone. And Now that one there, that spot I'm not going to be able to get out, so hopefully the medium grit will be able to get it out. Yeah, I won't be able to get that out without taking off too much material. So Catfish Hunter, you like that one? So that is in the bucket to be polished. We'll move on. Now, next. No, we have not been up to Hanson Creek. Not sure if I have an opportunity, I'll go up there, but that's quite of a drive for me to get to. This year we're going to be trying to go to the Prineville Powwow. Not sure if we're going to make it, but we're going to try. Lots of cool places in that area to go rock hounding. Don't care for that one. Okay, here's another one that's just got a minor flaw to it. That right there, but I got to be careful because you can't tell. There you can see it. There's gold sheen. So that bad spot's right there. So if I take off too much, I'll lose too much gold sheen in it. Just a little bit more. This one did go through the lotto. Okay, that mark is gone. And the gold sheen, I'm going to round off that corner just a little bit, that little edge. Come on. It's funny, I didn't even touch that, but I can't get the gold sheen to pop again. It is hard to do this under artificial light. Yeah, on the lotto, I would keep it under a 3-inch diameter. I actually did a very large piece of obsidian when I first got the lotto and almost couldn't get it out. So that was a lesson learned. Now that one's kind of a deep groove there. And there's a fire line right there. That's the line of magnetite. So I have to be careful, and how do I want to treat that? Do I want to risk damaging anything, or do I want to just leave it as is? You can see how that line of magnetite goes clear around outside of the stone. And let's see if I can, this here, no fire in that one. Not every line in there has color to it. I'm going to set that one aside and think about it. Here's one with a spot that I can remove. The only holly blue that I may have is a small chip or two, but nothing that I am aware of that we have. Okay, that one groove is gone. There's another one right there. see. What other show and tell piece can I pull out for you guys? Just a simple piece of agate that I polished. And you can see it is partially translucent. It is translucent. Now there's a spot right there I've got to try to remove. And here's another beautiful piece of jasper. Check that first. A little bit left. This one here under the sunshine just really pops. Now there's this piece here and that one there. I'm not going to work on that one. And that one there is in the area where the gold sheen is at. And you can actually see some of it there. So I'll remove that one on the point. Okay, I'm going to do some smooth up with this one, and that one will be ready to do the medium grit tumble on it. Now I've got about 10 pounds of this material to work before I can start the next batch. Okay, good enough. There's a little piece right there. That's just a quick touch right there to fix that. And it is not quite fixed. I missed it. I missed the spot. Okay. Another just a real small spot I want to get rid of off of that one. Okay, that's removed. Clean up the hard corners. And that one's ready to get thrown in with the medium grit. Another one there. So this one here is going to be a tough one because it is where it could be. Yeah, that's all on the gold sheen line. It's right where that mark is at. I'm not going to touch that. Because if I grind too much, I'll grind away that gold sheen, and I don't want to do that. So not every piece. Look at the gold sheen on that pop. That is pretty. So not every piece that's got a flaw to it's going to get modified or get fixed. Another small piece. Oh, here's one that I probably will not do because by the time I grind away there, it's not going to be much left. That's a very deep groove hole in there. So that one may just get tossed back in with the coarse grit for another batch. And there's another one that's going to be very difficult to get out with a flat lap. This would be easy on a grinder, sander, polisher type device. But on the flat lap, I couldn't really do it too well. So put that one off for another day. And it's got some gold sheen. There you go. You saw the flash of gold sheen there. more of the polished work. This here is quartzite, very common up here in the Pacific Northwest. Stuff takes an incredible polish. Very easy to work, very hard. Okay, this one here, I'm gonna have to stop where it's at. I'll work on that just a little bit more, right? There, yeah, because I don't know if I can get that little piece out without taking off too much material. So I'll just call that one good. And it's actually just a crack. It's not a divot or anything. So I'm gonna keep that one as is. That will in the bucket to be polished. But yeah, this stuff is just fantastic to work. Very easy, very forgiving. Great practice material for people who's trying to get into polishing. And then just another one I like. It's pretty. Took a very good polish. So with that, for the few of you who showed up here for my first attempt at a live feed, thank you. I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll probably send this so it'll be an actual video as well. I don't know how to do any of this, but I'll figure it out. So thank you a lot, and just remember, everyone's life is an adventure. Then there's mine, here working the America tool. This is Jaws Jr. Change it up a little bit. See ya.